Hello and welcome to Aphrodisia. For those of you who are new, welcome. I am Claire from Aphrodisia, and for those who have been subscribed to this channel for a while, welcome back. I hope you're all doing well today. We have a different kind of pick a card reading. It may be a little bit triggering because we are going to be talking about blockages and your person's blockages and things that are keeping them from moving forward and moving towards you. So we have 3 piles for you to pick from today, A, B, and C. So what you need to do is to close your eyes and connect with your higher self or connect with your guides and ask for some guidance. When you're ready, open your eyes and pick a pile. If you need to, pause the video. But before we get started, please help support this channel by liking and subscribing and pressing the bell icon to be alerted on new videos. So for those of you who picked pile A, this is your reading. I'm going to realign this a little bit because I have OCD and I hate it when I edit the videos that it's misaligned. But anyway, so your person's blockages right now are that they are trying to hide or deny their feelings for you. There could be a third party involved here. There could be a third person involved here. It could be a karmic. It could be someone else. It could be a family member. It could be a job or a situation that they are stuck in that is causing a bit of an issue here, but they're not being honest with themselves about this issue, and they're also not being honest with you about this issue. I feel like they're denying their feelings a lot, and there is a sense of them not really wanting to make a decision to start healing and to start being honest with themselves. I feel like they know that there is a decision that has to be made about the two of you and about this connection, but they are refusing to make it at this point in time. I think they're allowing themselves to overthink the situation, and really it feels like they have a bit of a commitment issue. They've got this grass is greener on the other side sort of syndrome, so they kind of hop from one situation to the next, thinking that, oh, the grass is greener on the other side, and so they kind of move to where they think is better, and instead of healing and sitting down with themselves and starting to heal themselves, and because they're not doing the healing work, their problems basically follow them everywhere. So it's really, when the old saying, or the saying goes, it's not you, it's them. It's really them. They really have a lot of the issues that they still are faced with in every situation. So if there's someone who can't deal with commitment, or who think that if you go into a new relationship, the old kind of issues are not going to follow you there, they are absolutely wrong. They are seeing that same patterns are repeating themselves, and yet they're still not going to do anything about it. So I feel like this person is really in a lot of denial about what's really happening and how they're going to move forward. It has been an issue of I think this connection lacked balance. They have been the one who has been taking from this from you and from this connection, and they haven't really been giving back, and there has been a bit of an imbalance because of that, and they're still refusing to give to this connection at this point. They're not in an energy where they want to give, and it's important for them to learn to. I feel like they will learn to eventually give to this connection, but I think this is something that will happen in time. They need to slowly get to this energy because they're still in denial about this connection and about their feelings. So it might take time for them to heal, and it might take time for them to start sitting down with themselves and realizing that the problem lies within them and not externally. and they need to just settle down and not run anymore and start to go within. Sometimes I feel like they're running from themselves instead of running from you or the connection or other people. They're running from their own problems within themselves, and it's important for them to sit down and start healing that. And that's how things can change. I feel like they know that this connection is a very strong connection and it's going to last a long time, like you're meant to be together. But I think at the same time, they can't really deal with this concept because they have other internal things that they need to work through. So I pulled some oracle cards from the reconciliation deck. And because I'm assuming that most of you or all of you are in separation from your person at this point in time, and I pulled some oracle cards to see what's going on, to give any added information. And I feel like this person is still committed to you. They still love you. They still see you as the only person that they want to be with and commit to. Even though they're jumping around from situation to situation, they are still very true to you and they still want to be with you. They need to learn to assert themselves a lot more and step into their power a lot more. You bring a lot of good energy into this connection and into their lives, but they need to start pulling their weight, is what I'm feeling as well. I feel like you need to learn to let go and let them start working on themselves as well, and to start focusing on you. The cycle will close when you start to detach, is what I'm hearing. When you start to embrace and allow and let them figure things out by themselves. And that's when they will start to find this direction and movement forward can occur. So to end off this reading, I pulled a message card from Spirit to you, something that you can think about and ponder this next week moving forward. And this card is self-love. Show me how to love myself. Show me how to take care of the inner child. So maybe work on inner child healing this week. And show me how to be kind within. When you step into self-forgiveness, so much can change on the outside. And I really like this message. I really like the fact that you're being asked to focus on self now. Focus within. And so take this week to focus on yourself. Let them do their own healing. Let them come to their own conclusions. Trust that the universe is going to pull them in the right direction. And instead, focus on you. So that's all the messages that I have for you today. Let me know in the comments how this resonates with your situation. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Have a great weekend ahead. Bye! So for those of you who picked pile B, this is your reading. Your person is... I feel like your person is not really stable. Like, they are not in a very energetically, emotionally, or financially stable energy at all. Like, I feel like your person may be a bit shaky here and there. I'm not saying that they're absolutely like terrible in terms of emotions. They are all over the place. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that they are not exactly as stable as I think they should be in order to bring about this union, and in order to be your counterpart, in order to kind of give to this relationship and build this relationship with you, because there are still some things that they need to nurture within themselves. So I feel like this is about them learning to nurture the person within them. There is a need to reconcile their ideas and their thoughts about money, and to heal their relationship with money is what I'm feeling. They may be a little bit overindulgent when it comes to money, and it's important for them to start healing that. I feel like they need to learn to grow roots and to find themselves and to find who they are. They may be the sort of person that is very easily swayed by other people and other people's opinions of them. So they are someone who is very adaptable, but adaptable to the point where they don't know who they are. They lose their identity in order to adapt to everyone else and what everyone else wants. So I think that it's important that they take this time of separation to kind of work on themselves and work on healing themselves and work on finding themselves and growing roots and finding who they are and really being true to that person. I do feel like they want to come forward and to make an offer of love, but they do not possess the requisite stability, and they don't have what it takes to give you that right now. I think they're very much in this dream state where they're very much in a very like idealistic energy where they are painting beautiful pictures about their future. They want this and that out of life. They have very idealistic, very beautiful kind of dreams and goals, but they are not really working towards them. They are just like thinking about all these goals and they're getting really excited about these goals, but they're not actually putting in the effort to kind of achieve these goals. I feel like there's a lot of solar plexus chakra that needs to be healed, so a lot of confidence needs to be built up again within them so that they can take that leap of faith to reach for these new goals and their dreams. There's a lot of healing that needs to be done that I think they're postponing. They're not really wanting. I feel like they don't want to deal with what's within them, but the universe is kind of pushing them towards it because it's important for them to work on the shadow aspects of themselves in order to balance themselves out, in order to heal the connection, but also heal themselves. I feel like the universe is pushing them towards ascension, but they are resisting it a little bit. And so this is causing a bit of a block when it comes to them coming forward and bringing this offer of love to you. So I pulled some cards from the Reconciliation Oracle deck, and these two cards came out. So what they are doing, and despite the fact that they are blocked, it doesn't mean that they are not moving towards you. I think they are still moving towards you. They are being very committed in their movement towards you, even though there are blockages there. So just because there are blockages doesn't mean that they're not coming forward. It's just that they need to overcome several things before they can move forward. But they're staying the course. They are committed to moving forward with you, and they're going to try to close the distance between the two of you. I feel like there is this stability and this consistency that is within them. They are very certain about what they want. It's just that they are finding it difficult to get there. So I feel like they're not very flighty. They know what they want and they're trying to get there and they're trying to close the distance. It's just that they need to reconcile a few other things first before they get to where they want to go, get to their destination. So to close out this reading, I pulled a card from Spirit to you to see what Spirit has to say to you regarding the situation, what you can do, and perhaps something to reflect on in this coming week. And your card is True Offering. May I release the fears, illusions, and addictions that keep me from true offering. May I relax into your plan, trusting that the next steps will always be shown. Use me, love, use me for the highest. I am yours alone. And I feel like it's important whilst your person is actually working on themselves, working on staying the course, working on healing money issues, working on their stability, working on their healing. It's important to kind of lift that focus away from them and start to focus on you. It's time to focus on releasing your fears, releasing illusions, releasing doubt, and addictions to thought patterns, behaviors, mindsets that no longer serve you anymore, and align yourself with the universe, align yourself with your higher self, and really follow that course. And I feel like you're being asked to do just that. So with that being said, that's all the messages that I have for you today. Let me know in the comments how this resonated with your situation, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Have a great weekend ahead. Bye! So for those of you who picked Pile C, this is your reading. your person is going through a lot of heartache and heartbreak at this point in time. And I'm just thinking your person is really still, either they're still hurting from the separation that has occurred between the two of you, because it was something that was unexpected, something that really took them by surprise, but also something that was really, really painful to have like the rug swept from under your feet. And I feel like for them, they are in the process of healing, and it could be they are going through third-party situations as well. They are dealing with a lot of family issues as well that is really heartbreaking, or inner child issues and inner child trauma that is heartbreaking at this point, and they're healing that. I don't see this as a blockage per se, but I'm thinking that this is definitely what is keeping them from actually moving forward and moving into union with you. So I feel like for them, it's not so much an issue about them resisting change or resisting, I do feel like there is an element of resisting change here, but I feel like it's not them like having to deal with other problems. They are basically learning to heal their heart, learning to work with spirit, to open their heart chakra, to mend it, and to not feel like they are being torn in 10,000 different directions. I feel like for them, they are learning to piece themselves back together again, and to heal so much so that they can start anew again. I feel like they are going through their dark night of the soul. And again, this is not a blockage, but I feel like it's just something that they have to go through and they have to overcome. I don't think it's something that's internal. It's just something that, it's a lesson that you need to learn. It's like learning how to drive before you can pass your driver's license. It's the process of learning before you can start crossing the threshold, getting tested and stuff like that, or moving towards the next chapter. I think for them, they are really in the process of healing and learning and becoming a different version of themselves. I feel like there is this huge awakening, but also like this burst of new energy and new life as a result of them healing and going through their dark night of the soul. Yes, everything is crumbling down, but the things that are crumbling down are their ego, are the masks that they hide behind, and a lot of new energy and new light is coming through, and it's coming forth to be healed and to be embraced by their energy and by them. A lot of new energy is coming forth as a result, and it's very quick moving energy. And I do feel like with this energy, they're also going to be very fast when they move towards you, but it's more of like right now, energy is very much directed towards healing and towards their dark night of the soul. I feel like they may be a little bit childish. They are someone who is not very reliable. They are not really financially stable at this point in time. Like they have big plans for the future. They want to do many things with their lives, and they want to indulge themselves in a lot of things, but they don't really have the resources to. So it could be like they want a 1,001 things, but they don't have the time, or they don't have the money, or they don't have the energy to kind of indulge in all these things, and they are being asked to heal that at this point. But they're also a little bit unreliable, because they have this very excitable, or like this they have this energy of like moving from one place to another. Like they can't stay still, and they need to just settle down and settle within themselves. I feel like they are learning to mature and learning to keep this youthful energy, but yet at the same time release a lot of the issues that come up with being in this very childish, playful, very unreliable energy. I feel like there's someone who can promise you the world but not really deliver on it. And so I feel like they are learning and they're growing up in that sense. So definitely a lot of changes are happening in their internal world. And I don't see that as a blockage. I see that as just like it's part and parcel of this journey, and it's just something that they have to overcome before they can come back towards you. So I pulled some more cards from the reconciliation deck. And I feel like with them healing and with them going through their dark night of the soul, they are really kind of closing out cycles. They're halfway there is what I'm feeling. And they're nearby. They are coming back. They're very close to ending all these cycles and stepping into an energy where they're ready to come forward and bring something new into this connection. I do feel like they are keeping their healing and their transformations very secret. I think they're holding it very close to their chest. And I feel like even the heartbreak and the heartache that they are harboring, they are also keeping it secret. So this separation has torn them up a lot more than they want other people to believe or other people to see. And that's because I think there's a lot of pride that's involved here, and they're still keeping a very close guard over their hearts. And this is something that Spirit is helping to work through with them. Like, they're learning to be open so that they can be vulnerable with you. But I also feel like for them, they're keeping their healing secret and under wraps so that other people don't come in and start putting that energy into telling them, or other people don't start coming in and interfere with their healing process. They want to do it on their own, and they want to do it just them, their higher selves, and Spirit. They don't want other outside intervention coming in to kind of lead them off path, off the right course. And so because this pile seems to be the one that is a little bit different from the rest, and so I wanted to end off this reading with a message from Spirit to you. And we have patience. And patience, I feel, is required definitely here, because your person's working through a lot of very intense and a lot of very, very negative and also very deep wounds. So you need to have patience with them as they work things out. So the message here from Spirit to you may be to carry you through this entire week and further than that, because I don't think they're going to suddenly magically heal in a week. This is going to take time. Like, healing trauma is going to take time. So you need to have patience with them. So you need to remember that if you've tried forever to shift a problem, there's probably something to learn from embracing it. May I let this be for now. Help me relax and trust every need will be met. Often change soon follows. So you're being asked to let things be and to trust and relax and surrender and let them do their own thing. Let them close out their cycles. Focus on what you need to close out. And perhaps what you need to close out is to learn to embrace and not to push, and learn to be okay with the here and now, and allow change that wants to come in the right time for all that are involved in this connection, and for you as well. So with that being said, that's all the messages that I have for you today. Let me know in the comments how this resonates with your situation, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Have a great weekend ahead. Bye!